Other comments from the public? Yes.
Sean Reardon, a Atlantic City resident, as I said before. I came in today just to talk about the area that you guys in your master plan put as the Galleria District, which, if you're not familiar, that's between Boardwalk Hall and Tropicana on the beach blocks. The area is kind of significant in nature just because it's one of the last residential beach block areas that is still with 80+% of its housing intact, unlike the inlet where most of that's been torn down. The reason I want to talk today is because the current zoning that you guys enacted for that area excluded allowing single families and duplexes. And a lot of those properties in that area, the vast majority, are in fact row homes that were built in the early 1900s that are just that, single families and duplexes. So I find it counterproductive to rule these properties out, or per se zone these properties out. You know, we have a true trash problem down there because all of these row homes have been chopped up over the years, and they were granted land uses for having a triplex in a single family home and so forth. And the process that you guys have created to deconvert these is actually quite costly for a developer, such as myself, who is dealing with that sort of process, where I have a property on South Bellevue Ave. It is 10.5 feet wide, and somebody got a land use for a triplex in this property. Now, once you had a staircase in, you have 7.5 feet left. I don't know how you could start having a new unit on each floor when you have 7.5 feet left. The properties were designed single family. Now, when you have to go through a variance to convert it back to a single family and pay all these money in different professional fees and CRDA fees, it's counterintuitive to what we're really doing here, which is trying to, you know, like what Jim Johnson says, is re-envisioning what we already have, repurposing, restoring. You just said, Chairman, that you guys you want to take an action to restore that old term. I think when you were talking about Boardwalk Hall, this is just that. And if there's going to be these roadblocks in the way, I don't think you're going to see real improvement in terms of quality of living for these people that are in this neighborhood. I don't think you're going to see the trash problem improve. And I would just like I'd invite anybody to come down there and please just take a look. Because anybody who has two eyes could look at this and say, this can't be a triplex. And chopping these places up is where we got ourselves in the problem that we're in. Thank you for your time.
Other comments from the public?
You know,